Welcome to Savita Dental College Lecture Cast. Topic for today's discussion is management of bleeding and bleeding disorder. All bleeding eventually stops. Rapid and simple measures should be available to control bleeding. There are different methods available for control bleeding. First we will see about local mechanical methods. Direct pressure. Pressure should be applied directly over the bleeding site firmly with the help of gauze. This should be applied for more than 5 minutes to control bleeding. Hemostats. This is an artery or mosquito forceps. This is specially designed to catch hold the bleeding points in the surgical area. Sutures like non-absorbable suture material, particularly 3-0 black silk, is used to ligate the large pulsating artery. Next is the topical hemostatic agents. Different hemostatic agents are available. Oxycell, which is an oxidized cellulose. Surgicel, it is a glucose-based sterile fabric. Gel foam, which is a gelatin. All this material helps in formation of the artificial clot. Thrombin. Thrombin helps in the conversion of fibrinogen to fibrin, which helps in stabilization of the clot. Fibrin glue. This is an adhesive material which consists of thrombin, fibrinogen, factor 7, factor 13, all helps in formation of the clot. Next is the chemical methods. This is also called as an astringents. Helps in controlling the capillary bleeding, particularly from the extraction socket. Monsal solution. Monsal solution is nothing but a 20% ferric subsulfate that helps in control bleeding. Tea bag particularly contains tannic acid that helps in control bleeding. Adrenaline. Adrenaline 1 in 1000 concentration is used to control bleeding. Bone bags. This helps in controlling bone bleeding. Next we will see about thermal agents. Cautery helps in controlling bleeding. Here heat achieves hemostasis by denaturation of protein, which helps in coagulation of tissues. Cryosurgery. Here minus 20 degrees Celsius to minus 180 degrees Celsius is used, which causes tissue to undergo cryogenic necrosis. This is specially used to treat superficial hemangiomas. Lasers coagulate the small blood vessel during cutting of tissues. Next we will see about systemic agents. Systemic agents like whole blood, packed red cells, cryoprecipitate, platelets or platelet-rich plasma, and fresh frozen plasma are used in severe hemorrhages. Whole blood and packed red cells are used in severe hemorrhages, particularly in hemorrhagic shocks. Next, we will see about systemic causes for hemorrhage in oral surgery. Patients with hemophilia, thrombocytopenia, leukemia, and patients on oral anticoagulants and patients with uncontrolled hypertension are normally found for bleeding during surgical procedures. So, management of the patient should be done with some particular agents we will see in detail. Hemophilia is an hereditary disorder which lacks factor 8. These patients are classified as mild, moderate, and severe based on the percentage of factor 8 in the plasma. To manage these patients, the replacement therapy with factor 8 should be done. Usually, cryoprecipitate, which contain factor 8, should be infused before doing any surgical procedure in hemophilia patient. Other pharmacological agents like desmopressin, tranexamic acid, which is an antifibrinolytic agent, can also be used in hemophilia patients. Patients with thrombocytopenia, the platelet count will be very less. Platelet count below 50,000 is called as severe thrombocytopenia. Patients with thrombocytopenia can be managed by infusing platelet-rich plasma, which helps in raising the platelet count. Leukemia. Leukemia is a blood cell disorder. Patients with leukemia should always be dealt under Patients with leukemia must be treated under consultation of hematologist. Leukemia is a blood cell disorder. Patient is more prone for infection and postoperative hemorrhage. Before doing any surgical procedure, patient should be administered large dose of broad spectrum antibiotics. Nerve blocks should be avoided because there are more chance for hematoma. Patients who are on anticoagulants, particularly patients who have undergone a cardiac surgery, will be taking oral anticoagulants like warfarin, aspirin, clopidogrel. So before doing any surgical procedures, this oral anticoagulants should be stopped for few days, or we have to look for INR. INR is International Normalized Ratio. INR value should be between 2 to 3 for doing any surgical procedures. Patient with hypertension. Patient with uncontrolled hypertension should be given antihypertensive drugs. Before doing any surgical procedure, blood pressure should be checked. Pre-medications can be given to patients. Even after giving pre-medication, if the blood pressure is high, patient should be referred to a physician. Thank you.